स्टूडेंट्स, आज का टॉपिक है हमारा सिंबल टेबल, जिसमें हम पढ़ेंगे ऑपरेशंस। बेसिकली इसमें 4 टाइप के ऑपरेशंस होते हैं। पहला होता है इंसर्ट, दूसरा लुकअप, तीसरा डिलीट और चौथा होता है स्कोप मैनेजमेंट। दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ऑपरेशन। Now one by one we will take each operation. So first of all we have insert operation. Now how this insert operation works? Whenever we want to insert a symbol in a symbol table, we always use this insert operation. This insert operation, for example, we want to insert a variable of type integer a. Then the syntax will be insert a comma int. ये इसका syntax होगा and in symbol table it will be stored as variable and its type, that is a int. Next we come towards the lookup operation. Lookup operation will find out all the information about the particular variable. Now let us suppose we want to find out the information about variable a in the symbol table. Then we will write lookup a. Whenever we will write lookup a, all the information regarding a will be fetched out from the symbol table. Next operation is delete. Delete operation will delete the entry of particular variable. Now if we want to delete the information of symbol a, we will write delete a. It will delete all the entries related to symbol a. Next, the most important operation is scope management. Scope management will define the local and global variable management, that how local and global variables are managed in a symbol table. So for this we just take an example and we will try to learn the scope management operation with the help of this example. So let us assume we have a line of code as this: int a, then we have void function x. It has some code which consists of variables a, c, d, e, f, g. Next we have a second function y which has variables x, y and z. Now how we will represent this line of code into the symbol table representation? So first of all the global variables are stored in symbol table. So how many global variables are here present? We will see there are 3 global variables or blocks. First is this int a, second block is void x, and third one is void y. These are the 3 independent blocks, or you can say global blocks of the program. So first of all, these data of these different independent blocks will be stored in the symbol table. It will be represented as this. Block will be created. First of all, name is stored and then its type. So here we have 3 different blocks. First, name is a, type is int. Next we have x and type is void. Next we have y and type is void. Now all the independent blocks have been represented in the symbol table. What comes next is the each and every block representation. Means कि किस ब्लॉक में अब कितना डेटा है, अब हमें वो स्टोर करना है सिंबल टेबल. So we have 3 different independent blocks, which means symbol table will further get divided into 3 parts. This is block 1, block 2 and block 3. If we write here block 1 and block 2 and block 3. So now each and every block will be stored in symbol table. Now first of all we will come to block 1. In block 1, as we can see, there is only a single line, that is int a, which is already stored in the symbol table. There is no more content available which is to be stored in the symbol table in block 1. So there is no requirement of this segment. We do not require this part of table. Clear? Next we come to the block B2. In block B2, we can see that there are the visibility of variables is divided into 3 parts. First visibility is what? This, where variable A, C and F, because scope is where? This. Scope is defined till here of these 3 variables. So let us mark this visibility area as V1. Next visibility, next scope is defined for D and E. Curly bracket से यहाँ पे scope defined है. So let us assume this visibility is V2. And third visibility is this V3. Means these variables will be visible, will be accessible within these curly brackets. Means the X function is divided into 3 visibility areas, V1, V2 and V3. So major part is V1, because V1 से आपका start हो रहा है from here to and ending है here. So block B2 will be divided into 3 parts, V1, V2 and V3. क्लियर? तो सबसे पहले जो ब्लॉक B2 में है वो मेजर पार्ट आपका क्या है? V1. सो V1 विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड है. अब V1 में आपके पास कितने डिफरेंट वेरिएबल्स हैं? वी हैव A, C एंड F, और तीनों का टाइप क्या गिवन है? इंट. तो हम यहाँ पे सिंबल टेबल में लिख लेंगे A, C, F एंड ऑल हैव टाइप इंट. टाइप विल बी डिफाइंड. नेक्स्ट विजिबिलिटी V1, उसके अंदर आपके कौन कौन से वेरिएबल्स आ रहे हैं? विजिबिलिटी V2 एंड V3. सब पार्ट्स ये डिवाइड हो रहे हैं. तो ये फर्दर जो आपका V2 था ये फर्दर 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड हो जाएगा, दैट इज V2 एंड V3. V2 के अंदर आपके पास 2 वेरिएबल्स हैं, दैट इज D एंड E ऑफ टाइप इंटीजर. सो here D and E will be stored of type int, and in V3 we have only one variable, that is G, which is stored of type int. In this way block 2 will be elaborated. Next is B3. In B3 we can see how many visibility areas are there? 2. The major visibility area is this, that is V1, where we have X and Y variable. And next visibility area is this, where we have Z, that is V2. So again we go to the symbol table and we store this X and Y. X and Y will be stored here with type int, and further this is elaborated to symbol Z of type int. So in this way we can represent the line of code into the symbol table. The scope management of local and global variable can be understood by this symbol table. I hope you got the point of symbol table, how operations are stored, are used. If you like the video, then do subscribe and share. Thank you.